Hi everyone, welcome back to another weekly vlog. It is Monday the 26th of April and it's just gone 11 o'clock. I've been up since 10. I had a good sleep last night. Yesterday, well, let's start off with how was everyone's weekends? Did you have a nice weekend? Let me know. Have you been seeing family and friends? Have you been to the pub? Have you been out for a meal? Saturday, I was sat at this desk that I am sat at now until 9 o'clock at night doing work, at which time Sam, who is part of my bubble, came round, spent a couple of hours just catching up, because we hadn't seen each other in a couple of weeks. And then Sunday, I was sat at this desk again, but only until 6 o'clock, because at 6 o'clock I got in the car and me and my friends went to a place called Mol Famal, which is a big hill. It's not big enough to be classed as a mountain, but it's in a place called Mold in North Wales, just over the border into Wales, so an hour from Liverpool. It's not too far away from Wrexham, if you don't know Mold. So yeah, we drove to drove to Mol Famal, walked up the hill, had a barbecue and watched the sunset, and it was lovely. And I will insert some footage here that I took. And then we got back at about midnight and I went to bed, and as I said, I had a really good sleep. Woke up at 10 this morning. I've just been doing a little bit of work and had my morning coffee and some cereal. And that's been my morning so far. Plans for today are uni work. Surprise, surprise. I have a submission tonight, which is my design report, so I want to get that finished in the next couple of hours and then get cracking on some other stuff, because on Thursday I have my last ever review at uni before my final hand-in on the 11th of May, which is 2 weeks tomorrow. 15 days left of uni, 15 days and I'm done. And by the time you see this, because you won't see this until, what will it be? Like the 7th of May, something like that. That's if my maths is any good. I think that's wrong anyway. But you'll be seeing this a few days before I finish uni, and that's scary. I'll have less than a week of uni left when you see this. I finish on Tuesday the 11th. So wait, Tuesday 11th, Monday 10th, Sunday 9th, Saturday the 8th. You'll see this on the 8th. There you go. Yeah. But today, yeah, just be working. Might go into town. I mentioned in last week's vlog that I've ordered 3 suits and 2 pairs of shoes for my graduation, which is 3 months away now, because it will be, well, it's more like 2.5 months, because it's sort of mid-July. If it happens, hopefully it will do. So yeah, I've ordered 3 suits, 2 pairs of shoes to decide which ones are best, because they're all the same colour, but obviously there are differences in the way things are dyed and the exact colour they turn out to be, and I want it to be a good match. So I will choose whichever one A fits best and B looks best. So yeah, might go and pick those 2 up today, because I had 1 delivered which has already been arrived, but 2 delivered to store. One of which has already arrived on Saturday, but I was waiting for the second one too, because I didn't want to have to do 2 trips. And that should be today. So whether I pick it up today or not is another question, but it's a possibility. What else has happened? Oh, me and my friends from home have booked not another holiday, but we've booked more of the holiday that we are going on. I've booked to go to Boardmasters with 3 friends, well, actually 2 friends. Boardmasters in Cornwall in mid-August, and then a third friend is joining us after that, and we'd booked 4 nights in Cornwall, right down the bottom near Penzance. But the other day we've now booked 2 nights camping in Exmoor. No, 2 nights camping in Dartmoor, and then 2 nights camping in Exmoor. And obviously from North Devon to York is about a 7 or 8 hour drive, even longer depending on traffic. And because we'll have been camping for 4 nights, we said, why don't we break the journey up, book somewhere sort of midway home, have a nice comfy bed and a shower so that we feel fresh and ready, you know, and clean on the way home. It's doing that drive, and I can just imagine baking heat. The A30 is completely backed up, the M5's horrible, and you sat there feeling a bit smelly because you haven't been able to wash properly in 4 days, and you've not had the best sleep because you've been camping in a tent. I just know that I would hate that. So instead, we're just going to drive a few hours, and we are driving to Wales, to a town called Hay-on-Wye, which is just over the border into Wales, sort of so it was more South Wales, but getting towards mid Wales. And having 2 nights in Hay-on-Wye, which will be lovely, and then driving home from there, which is only a 4-hour drive, which will be much nicer. But yeah, excited. So we've now turned it into like a 2-week long break, because we've all come to the realisation that we're not going to be going abroad this year, which is a shame, but we can't change it. I don't think many people will be. But yeah, that's all the updates I have for you so far, and I've been talking for 7 minutes. So I will speak to you soon. Hello, as you will have seen from that clip, I did decide to go into town. It's now about 2:30. I picked up what I needed to pick up, but I also got a few bits from the shops that I needed, so I thought I'd quickly show you. And I also got the nicest sandwich from Bold Street Coffee, which was like a sausage patty on smashed avo with a fried egg and cheese. It was very, very nice. So, firstly, suit A is from Moss Brothers, but I'm not going to show you that because this will be a whole separate video. Suit B is from M&S, which I got in 2 different sizes. One is the standard fit and one is the short fit, because I quite often find that the sleeves are a little bit long. Whilst I was at M&S, I picked up 2 candles. The first one is a big bugger. This one's for me. And this candle is called Seashells. And I saw it and I thought, that looks surprisingly like the White Company's Seychelles. So I sniffed it. And it's a distinctly similar scent, because I have the White Company Seychelles oil for my wax burner. Doesn't really want to focus. Hello. Tap on you. Anyway, you can see that. And they smell incredibly similar. It's a big candle. It is, well, the top note is citrus, the middle notes are white flowers and watery accords, whatever an accord is, and the base is a musk vanilla. Does it tell me burn time? The ultimate scented candle, burning for up to 40 hours. So it's a big one. And bearing in mind that for a candle very similar to this, the White Company charge £50. That's how much I paid. 15. That's less than a large jar at Yankee Candle, and feeling the quality of the wax of my finger, it melts at a very low temperature, so I think it's a good wax, like a soy. I'm not entirely sure. It doesn't say. It's cruelty-free, which is good. It's got the little Peter logo. But for £15, I've had White Company candles before. Obviously, they burn really well. You do pay for the quality. But it'll be interesting to see if this one's equally as good. But it feels better than a Yankee candle, is what I'm trying to say. And I don't really like Yankee candles. I don't think they burn well. They tunnel a lot, in my experience anyway. And this is cheaper, so I'm very happy with that. But I guess it'll all be in the burning as to whether it's as good or not. The second candle I got is for a friend. So I'm showing you this because you won't see it till the Saturday, but on the Tuesday it's my friend Bella's birthday, and on the Wednesday it's my friend Jordan's birthday, or the other way around. Sorry if I'm a bad friend, I can't remember which way around it is. And so I thought I'd go down the whole self-care route, because they're two of my course mates. We're all in the same boat right now. They're all equally stressed out with work as I am, and their birthdays are the week before our deadline, so we can't really celebrate them because we're all too busy. We are celebrating it afterwards in the garden, 6 people, yada yada. So as part of the self-care thing for Jordan, I got this Tranquil Apothecary candle, which is with hemp seed oil, contains essential oils, patchouli, balsam, mandarin and sandalwood. And it's lovely, and it's a sort of scent that I know he likes. So I picked him that up for £7.50. Obviously I wouldn't be showing you this if this was getting posted before their birthdays. So from Lush, I got this one for Jordan. It's smaller because I got him the candle as well. It's the Lush Juicy gift. And this gorgeous wrapping means I don't have to wrap it up. I can just put it in a nice gift bag and give it to him. And for £13, you get 100 grams of Happy Hippie shower gel and 120 gram Bohemian soap. The Happy Hippie shower gel is fresh pink grapefruit and zesty bergamot. And the soap is lemon oil. It's just lemon oil, apparently. So, lemony soap, I'm guessing. So that was £13. And for Bella, I got the Relax box, which was £23.50, because she hasn't got like a secondary item, so it means I've spent a very similar amount on both of them. You get the 200 gram Twilight Bath Bomb, Visions of the Night Sky filled with dreamy lavender and comforting tonka, a 110 gram Sleepy Shower Gel. Ylang Ylang washes away your worries and helps you sink into bedtime or start your day with serenity. 125 gram French Kiss Bubble Bar. Searching for sleep? Say bonjour to a bedtime bath that will lull you with soft herbal kisses. That's a right tongue twister. And finally, 45 grams of Dream Cream Body Lotion. This simple cream works like a dream to soothe and protect the skin. So I thought they were really lovely presents. And again, don't need to wrap that. And that's actually in a box, so she can reuse the box if she wants. Or I will say to her, if she doesn't want it, I'll have it back. Then I went to the works. And firstly, I got a pack of 10 A4 white envelopes for clothing items on eBay that will post as large letter. Now, usually I go for bubble, like padded ones, but they obviously take a lot of the thickness up, and you can only do 2.5 centimetres as large letter. So what I figured is, to stop these tearing, you can just edge them with tape to stop any cuts or marks or whatever. And if I wrap the items in tissue inside, then A, it saves on bulk, but B, they're still packaged nicely. So yeah, 10 envelopes for £1. And then I wanted to start making my own cards, a little bit inspired by Ashley from Paper and Twine, but not quite as skilled as her, and what I'm going to do is not quite as skillful as what she does, because I've bought a 30 pack of gorgeous pastel colours, cards and envelopes in 5 by 7 inches. for £3.50. So it works out at what, like just over 10p a card and envelope together. It's like 5p each. So I thought that was really good. And then what I'm going to do is I use Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop, InDesign, all that stuff. And so I'm going to do my own digital artwork, print it on some nice medium thickness card, and then I got a little guillotine for £6, just so that I cut it down and get neat edges, because I want to start doing this for other friends as well for birthdays. So what I'll do is I'll print off my designs on this card and cut it down to size and just stick it on the front of there. So it's still creative, but it's not quite as fiddly and time consuming as what Ashley does, which is very impressive, but I'm not really capable of that, if that makes sense. So I'm just using my skill set to make cards. So that was everything from the works, although that wasn't from the works, that was from Rennie's, which is a great independent craft shop on Bold Street. I get all of my model making supplies from there, and that was £2.20, but they gave me a 10% student discount, so it was £1.98 for 22 sheets of 225 gram per square metre card. So I thought that was a great price. So yeah, that's what I picked up from town. So I am now going to try on my suits. Well, I haven't even looked at them yet, and see which one's best, but you won't see that unless you stick with my channel for another couple of months. I also wanted to quickly say while I'm on, Ashley, if you're watching this, I am going to take part in your competition, but not until I've finished uni, so sometime after the 11th. So it's great that you've done such an extended deadline, because it means that then I can take part. So I will be sending you something, just not entirely sure when, but I'll let you know. And for anyone wondering what the hell I'm talking about, Ashley from Paper and Twine is running a giveaway competition, and if you would like to know more about it, go over to her channel and there's a video, and I'm sure she'll carry on mentioning it for videos to get as many participants as possible. So if it sounds like something you're interested in, head over to her channel, Paper and Twine, and have a look. Good morning on Tuesday. It's 9:30. I've been up since 9, just made myself a morning cup of tea, which is behind me on my desk. I've got my new candle lit. There you are. I'm trying hard not to show the wardrobe in the background because it's got my suit hung up on it. So it's now 11:30. I've been working since we last spoke, but I've just had an eBay sale that I'm very happy with, so I'm going to show you it. I've sold this thick padded, like quilted flannel shirt by a brand called Yukon. Definitely a vintage one, like look at the label, and it also reckons it's a medium. I would say it's more like a large, but it's lovely and warm. I just really don't ever wear it. It looks a little bit scruffy, and that's not really my vibe. But the reason I'm showing you mainly is because I picked this up at a vintage sale in the York Barbican for £15 in my second year of college, so 3 years ago now. £15, and I've just sold it for 17. That was the price I had it listed at. I didn't send an offer or anything, just bought it straight at £17. So I'm happy with that. I've had 3 years use out of it and made £2 on top. So I've just had some lunch and been to the parcel shop to post my parcel, and been to the post office to return the two suits that I'm not keeping. Annoyingly, the one from Moss Brothers, the returns label came with its own Royal Mail sticky barcode to go on the front of the parcel. Took it to the post office and it wouldn't scan. So I'm now going to have to take that into a store in the city centre and just get them to give me a refund over the till, which is fine, but slightly annoying. In other news, an update on the candle, because I've had it burning for a few hours now. Just got back in and the smell met me as I came into the room, and it is burning quite well. Not all the way to the edges, but it might do yet. I'm going to give it some more time. But so far, I'm reasonably impressed. It's filled the room with scent, which you would expect for a 3-wicker. But yeah, so far, impressed with my purchase. So it's now 4 o'clock. I'm just still here working away, putting all the internal walls into my building, putting the windows in, putting the handrails around the edge of the atrium so no one goes falling 20 metres, because that's quite important. Putting my lift shafts in. Love me a shaft. Fire escapes, etc. But the candle is doing very well. As you can see, it's now more or less burnt all the way to the edge. The room is still filled with a lovely scent. Yeah, I'm very impressed. It took a good few hours to burn all the way out, but then I'm not surprised because it is quite a big space. But yes, overall, very impressed. Definitely worth 15 quid. Get yourself to Marks and Spencer's. Good morning. On Wednesday, I have crazy bedhead hair. But again, today, I'm not leaving the house. In fact, today I'm definitely not leaving the house. Yesterday I still went to the post office. Today, not going anywhere. I've just realised as well, if I happen to say a time and you see his clock and think, he's lying, I'm not, it's wrong. It's still an hour behind. I never moved it forward, and it's a bit slow as well, in terms of minutes. Anyway, not that I think anyone's going to be out there calling me a big fat dirty liar for telling you the wrong time. Bit of a slow start this morning because I woke up with, I don't know if you'd call it a migraine, because the headache really wasn't that bad. It was just more that my vision was really like, it goes all watery and blurry. Feels like your eyeball sat on top of a swimming pool. Can still feel it a little bit as I talk, but when I'm just sat here, I'm okay. I've taken paracetamol and ibuprofen just to try and whack it on the head, and it seems to be working. So that was annoying because I've got my review tomorrow, so I need to get as much work done today as possible to prepare for that. But yeah, that's what I've been doing so far. I'm just sat here watching Kirsten's vlog from yesterday that I haven't managed to watch yet. I wish, right? I've got quite a new iPhone. It's 2 years old. Why still can I not flip the camera on it? Is it a setting I need to change, or are Apple still just behind? Anyway, yes, that's what I'm doing now. Probably have some lunch soonish. I'm just gonna get cracked on with work, so I'll speak to you later. Hello on Thursday afternoon. It is about 2:30 in the afternoon. I've had my review. Could have gone better. They basically said, oh, it's a shame you haven't done this, no, it's a shame you haven't done that. Well, it is a shame, but I can't change it now, and no one else has given me the advice to do that, and I can appreciate what they're saying. It would have been, the changes they were suggesting would have been good, but there's not a lot of point in telling me when I don't have the time to do it. Anyway, that aside, I am now going to go and meet my friends for a drink in town with the Tutors. The Tutors have booked out some tables. There's St Luke's Church, which was bombed in World War II, so it's just a shell remaining. The insides are all gone, and they sometimes have a bar in there, you know, serving beer and whatnot. So we're going to all go there. I think they've booked like 4 tables of 6, so for 24 people, obviously within the guidelines, whatever. And I've got on this black corduroy shirt from Arket that I got in the sale last August, with just a white t-shirt and my pendant necklace that I got for my 21st, and my signet ring that you can see there. And then my new Levi's and my Vages, because they're leather, so they're waterproof. And then I've got my Dickies puffer jacket to keep me warm, and my North Face tote bag that has my umbrella in it, that I got from Ralph when I worked there, in case it rains, because the sky is looking a little bit grey. There's a little bit of blue. Oh, there's quite a bit of blue, but it has forecast rain, so I'm not holding out any hope. But yeah, I will speak to you later. Good morning on Friday. It is 9:30. Oh, my chair is squeaking. 9:30. I'm in my dressing gown. I woke up at 8 o'clock because I've got a tutorial with one of the tutors at uni called Jim, for just to run over the structure of my building again to make sure that what I've done is correct. And so I needed to make sure I was up. Last night was a great night. It was really, really good fun. We got into town for about 3 o'clock and went to a restaurant on Bold Street called La Parrilla with a few friends, and I had the hugest burrito you've ever seen. Honestly, we all looked at it and said, "How, surely that's bigger than your stomach, like how does that fit in a stomach?" But I managed it and it was delicious. So yeah, that was nice. And then we went to St Luke's Church, the bombed out church, and it was a bit of a shame really because our tutor Jamie had booked it, and my group of friends were the only people that turned up. No one else came. Which, like, when you've not been seeing each other in uni for a whole year, would have been nice, you know, to see people. But I don't know. If people are still nervous about COVID or whatnot, I can't judge them for it. It just would have been nice. So yeah, Jamie was there and he met up with us and had a drink with us there. And whilst we were there, another tutor, Aliki, she turned up, but she has a very young child. I think he's 1. And bless her, she was doing everything to try and get him to stop crying, but he wouldn't. So she stayed about half an hour and then left again. But yeah, we went from the bombed out church to the Baltic Triangle, had a few drinks in a place called Sub Rosa, which is basically a derelict warehouse, so there's no structure to it anymore apart from the steel frame. There's no walls or roof, with like really cool seating. So they're like converted bus shelters, old canteen tables, big sort of plywood steps that you can sit on. Really cool place. And then that was closing, so we went to the place next door to that, which I can't remember. Was it the Black Lounge? Something like that. It was Black something. And had a couple of drinks there. And then at that point, our tutor Jamie left. And we had a few more drinks, and then I came home about 1 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, it was a great night. I don't feel too bad today, but I need to get changed because I've got now 25 minutes till my tutorial. The hair's not looking as bad as I thought it would do. It needs a wash, but it'll do for Jim, who is a lovely guy, by the way. One of my favourite tutors at uni. He gets so excited about everyone's projects, and it just makes you feel good about yourself, makes sure you've done something good. So yeah, that's what I'm doing so far. I don't really have any other plans for the day. But if I do, I will talk to you later. Hello. As you can see, it's horrible weather outside. I just had to make it from the car into the house, so only got dribbled on because I took my friend Sam to an event. You might have seen that Liverpool is doing tester events. So there's an event on the Bramley Moor dock called Circus. 3,000 people, no masks, no social distancing. I assume to see if it causes a spike in cases or whatever, and also to assess people's behaviours to see if people are willing to be sociable. Not even willing, but just whether they are or not, you know. But I assume if you're prepared to get a ticket to go there, then you are. I didn't, because I didn't really fancy being one of the government's guinea pigs. I've got too much work to do anyway, but I think I'm going to end it here, because I haven't got anything else to show you. Hello again, it's Saturday morning. I've got crazy hair, and I've just imported the footage from this week's vlog and realised that all week I've been meaning to tell you about what I got from Kirsten. but forgotten every day to do so. So the first thing is this lovely blue vintage Denby jug. It's mottled blue, you can see the specks of darker blue in it. It says Denby on the bottom there, wait. It flips the camera so I can never tell, like I know it looks okay to you, but I can never tell which way around to hold stuff. And on the inside it's this like really dark cream, off yellow, dull yellow tone with a lid, and it's got the strainer holes in it. So I mean, I was thinking having it as an orange juice jug, but now that it's arrived it's not really big enough. Guess it could be a big milk jug. I don't know, I'll definitely find a use for it. I mean, even if that was just sat on the shelf, it'd look lovely. And that was mainly what I was going to buy from her, but then I saw the second haul video that she filmed, in which this tiny, tiny little vase was. It's really gorgeous, like this sort of, I'd say Asian-inspired flowers, and like little clouds in the background, and gold rim on the top and the bottom, and the most gorgeous sort of light teal, dark turquoise on the bottom and on the inside. It was so lovely. Imagine just having like one little bud from the garden that you put in there. Especially, you know, if you get if you grow your own roses, they have short stems, don't they? So that would actually fit perfectly in there. And then the final thing was a little candle. I got the relaxing scent, which is geranium, sweet orange, lavender and ylang ylang, which I think is one of the more popular candles. And it's so sweet. It's a little votive, really. Just see for comparison to the size of my hand, it looks like that, and it smells bloody delightful. Because the other thing was, I kind of wanted to make the postage worth it. Kirsten's really good, she doesn't bump postage up, she only really charges what she pays, but at the same time it's still, you know, a good few quid, so I thought might as well get a few different things rather than just one. So yeah, I'm really happy with them. Thank you, Kirsten, thank you for showing them, because otherwise I would never have known. And nice to have another piece to add to the collection of stoneware that I've got, that I mentioned in last week's vlog. Laura replied saying that she'd quite like to see the collection, so it's all at home. No, not sure when I'll be going home next, obviously not until I've finished, but we'll probably film a quick video of that. But yes, back to me saying goodbye. So yeah, I hope you've all had a lovely week and have a lovely weekend with whatever it is that you're doing. I hope the weather's nice and that you can go and see people. And not long now till we can go in each other's houses, so that's nice. But yeah, I'll speak to you soon. Have a great week.